Hey guys, what's up? We are going to do another day of code, and today we're learning about dictionaries. And so dictionaries are basically another way to store values, kind of like the array we did yesterday. And so in our array, we had a set number of slots that you can put data into, and then you could retrieve it by knowing the index and saying like, okay, I want to retrieve the thing that's at this index. Our dictionary is a bit different. Inside of our dictionary, we are going to have a set of key and value pairs. And so you'll say, hey, I have a key. Go get its value. The dictionary will go, get its value, and then return it to you. And with this, you can insert new things, find things inside your dictionary, delete stuff, and there are no restraints on size, unlike our array. So think about it in real life. In real life, you think of a word that you want to know the meaning of, say, absurd. You don't know what absurd is. It's so absurd, you don't know what absurd means. So you go look it up. The word absurd is kind of like your key. You don't know what it means, but you know, I want to know something about the word absurd. So what do? Well, you would open like a dictionary, and then you'd go to like the A's, you find absurd, and then the value of absurd would be its definition. Or you could think of it as you open your computer, you type in the key absurd, and then when you hit enter, you get the value, which is the definition of absurd. That is kind of what we're making here. Makes sense, I hope a little bit, kind of joggling things in the brain. Well, we're going to code with it. So enough talking. We are going to open NetBeans per usual. Open in NetBeans, it's opening. And we are going to make a new project in here once it's all loaded up. And we have something open here. We have our array practice. That was fun back then, but we are just going to close this up because we do not need it. You do this by doing the control click, which I did, and then close it up because we are creating a new project, like I said before. So we are going to go File, New Project. We're going to do the usual stuff. And we are going to call this Dictionary Practice. I know, not very fun, but we are going to make a bunch of programs in this, and it's going to be really cool. So we are going to click Finish. It's going to load. And like our arrays, we're not really creating a custom object here. We are just going to mess around in the main here because you already kind of know what a class is. It's a thing that has properties and things about it, like our car has a speed, it has a weight, it has things about it, and then it has methods which change those things. And we're not doing that with our dictionaries because the object has already been created inside of Java for us. So what do I mean? Well, we are going to start by creating our own English to Spanish dictionary. I know, very exciting. You're creating a dictionary here today. So we'll delete this little comment and we'll say English to Spanish dictionary here because that is what we are creating. So dictionaries don't exactly exist in Java. It's an abstract class, and so other things are called dictionaries, but you can't exactly do a new dictionary and then say what you want in the dictionary. So instead, we're going to use something called maps. It's very similar. The whole premise of a dictionary is that you have a key, say absurd, and then you have its value, the definition. And so the idea is you map them together. And so when I say absurd, you say the definition of absurd, something like that. But they don't have to be string and string. They can be true and false values, stuff like that. They can be ints, whatever you want them to be. And so that is what our map is. It's the same idea. It's you're mapping keys to values, the word absurd to its definition. And so here with our Spanish to English dictionary, we are going to do our English word is going to be mapped to our Spanish word. So if I say Monday, you say lunes, which is the word for Monday in Spanish. And so here we go. We are going to write map open caret string, because string is the data type of my key, because our English word, say Monday, is going to be in a string, and then we'll do a comma, and then we'll say string again because our value is also going to be a string, lunes, and then we are going to close the caret. Then we're going to put the name of our variable, and we are going to call this Span Dictionary. Yeah, that's cool, okay. And then we're going to go equal, and then we're going to do new hash map open caret string, comma string, because again our keys, values, they're both strings, close the caret, open close paren because we are using the constructor here, and then semicolon, and we have errors because we need to import important things. So we'll add that import, we'll add this import, import happy, here we go. So now we have our English-Spanish dictionary. It's there in the open, but nothing is inside of it. So let's put some things inside of it. We'll do Span dictionary dot put, and then we're going to do Monday is going to be our key, and then comma lunes, And that's because that's what it is in Spanish. And then we'll do a semicolon here. And we're going to do this for all of the days of the week. And so we'll do English Span Dictionary. Again, just putting things inside of our dictionary. Put Tuesday. And then we'll say martes, because that's what it is. Capitalize this guy, and then semicolon. I'm going to copy this so I don't have to continue writing it out, but I would encourage you to write it out so that you get practice with this. Again, because we're putting it into our specific instance of the English dictionary, that's why we have the dot put. And so we'll do Wednesday, and that's miércoles, so that would be M-I-E-R-C-O-L-E-S. And we're going to have our E here have an apostrophe, so we're going to do option plus EE. And there we go. Then we're going to have our Thursday. Again, typing it out. And that's jueves. There we go. And then we have Friday here. And then in Spanish, it is viernes. Okay. There we go. These are our days of the week in Spanish. We'll save. And we can add a little comment here that says putting things inside our dictionary, or you could say inserting if you want. And we are going to actually retrieve things from our dictionary by doing system.out.println. We're going to print it to the console, and we are going to say English Span Dictionary, and then we're going to do dot, and then you can see all of these different methods you have here, which is nice with NetBeans. That doesn't come with every IDE, with every program that you use to program. There you go. And you have all these things that come with it. And if you don't have this, if you're using a different IDE to program with, then you can just look up the documentation online. And so we want to get something, so we're doing get, and then we're going to do Monday, because this is our key, semicolon, and I'm going to copy and paste this so we don't have to type it all out. So we need 5 of these. There you go. And then we'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so if I run this right now, it's only going to print out the Spanish side of our English dictionary because we are only, there you go, we are only retrieving things. We're not saying print out this key value pair right now. Monday is the key, lunes is the value, Tuesday is the key, martes is the value. These are all the values, and inside get we put all of the keys. So how is this different from our array? Well, you can add as many things as you want, as many key value pairs as you want, and you don't have to use a number to get something back. So when we had to retrieve something in our array, we had to do get the thing at index 1. You don't know what's at index 1 because you don't even know how it got there. I don't know. And so we can actually use a key as an identifier to like go pick it up later. So that's why you could use it. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep coding. We can print out all of our keys and all of our values if we did system.out.println English Span Dictionary dot keys key set. There you go. It'll print out the set of strings. Because we have strings inside of our dictionary here, we'll do a semicolon. So what this will do, will print out all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all those keys. And so we'll say with a comment, print out all keys. And then we can print out all of our values, and they will not be associated in any way to our keys here. We're just saying, here's a list of our keys, here's a list of our values. So we do print out all keys here. And then we can copy this because system.out.println is annoying to write. And so we'll do dot values, and so that will print out. Then we'll hit play, and down here we have Monday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, lunes, jueves, viernes, miércoles, martes. Spanish, hard. Okay. Notice something really interesting here. Because we're putting things into our dictionary, there's no ordering to them. In our array, we had order. Here, basically what it means is that even though I put them in Monday, Tuesday, I put them in a certain order, that doesn't guarantee that they'll be in that order inside of here. But it is also important to notice that Monday and lunes are next to each other here as I printed them out. Thursday, jueves, and that's what they match up to. And notice we can also print out the size of our dictionary. So along with all of our keys and values, and we'll change this to values here, we can print out our size, and so we'll say print out size. Again, it's another property of our dictionary, of our map here. Dot. And let's spell dictionary correctly. Woohoo. Size, it's an int, and we'll wrap it around with our system.out.println so we know the size of our dictionary is then do that plus, and then have a little close there. There we go. All good to go. And we'll run it. There we go. The size of our dictionary is 5. Cool. And that's good because we added 5 things. Let's add 2 more things here. Say English span dictionary dot put, and we'll put Saturday, comma, sábado, and then we will do our apostrophe A by doing option plus E, A. There we go. Sábado. Then we'll add our little semicolon. We'll copy one of these guys because I don't want to write it out again. We'll do enter. We will change this to Sunday because that is the weekend. Woohoo! Weekend. Okay, we are going to call this Domingo because that is what Sunday means. So we will put play. Again, they were added here. Notice Sunday's there in the middle. You know, it just wants to be in the middle. And Saturday's over here. So just because, again, I added it last does not mean it's at the end. So, and our dictionary is 7. Woohoo! So we're going to make one more dictionary. Here we have all of our English-Spanish dictionary stuff right here. So we are going to do some space here. We're going to do a system.out.println, give us some space. Let's do 2 of those, you know. And so there we go. And we're going to create a shopping list. And so that is our comment there. And what do we do first? In all programming, we init things. And so we are going to init our dictionary, our map, our hash map, all the same things. They all map keys to values. They map something to something else. They say, I give you this, you give me that. That is what we're doing. And so how do we do this? Well, if we scroll back up here, we do a map and then we do a hash map. And why are these 2 things different? I thought you couldn't do that. Well, you can do that because guess what? Hash map is a type of map. Map is an interface, and so we'll talk about it later, but basically how we couldn't do with our array practice, how we couldn't have like a string array and the int array do the same things, well, that's what this solves. And so we have our hash map is a type of map, and so we can do that. There are ways you program this. It's in the future. We're almost there. And so don't worry about it for now. But this is how we do things. And so that's how we make our dictionary. And the reason you do this syntax, there are other ways you can create dictionaries, but there are certain properties that come with a map that have to do with hash tables and stuff like that that is far in the future. This is a common way to create something like that. And so we scroll down here, we're going to initialize the shopping list. We'll do map, open caret, string, because our thing is going to be ham, turkey, ice cream, Oreos, Pop-Tarts. Yes, okay. And then we're going to do comma because now we're saying the data type of our value. And our value is going to be a true or false. Do I need it? No. Do I need this ham? No. Do I need this donut? Yes. Yes, I do. And so we are going to make this a Boolean. Then do a close the caret. Then we're going to call this shopping list equals, and then we'll do new hash map, open caret, string, comma, Boolean, end caret, open close parentheses, semicolon, and there we go. Hit enter. And we have a problem because Boolean is not capitalized here. So we will capitalize our Boolean here. And there we go. Why did it need to be capitalized? Well, before the error said basically Boolean with a lowercase b isn't big enough. You know, there's no reference to it. There's no pointer to it in memory. And so what do? Well, we say Boolean with a big B, which makes it referenced. It makes an object with the little Boolean in there, and we don't have to worry about primitive types. And so now that we've done that, we're going to put some things into our dictionary. And so we're going to do a little comments. We're going to say put some stuff in dictionary. We're going to do it the same way we did it before. We are going to do shopping list dot put. Then we're going to say ham, comma, true. There we go. We need ham. So then we'll say shopping list dot put bread. And notice how it does this autocomplete here with the Boolean true. Basically what it means, if we delete this and do the dot here, we have this Boolean true false, and it says the Boolean object corresponding to the primitive value false. This is a very cool sentence here in computer science because we have this reference object corresponding to a primitive value. So of course we can write our primitive value in there and it will probably be fine, but if we want to be, extra safe, use objects inside of our map here, we'll do Boolean false. And so we can either use the Boolean.false or the true. And basically, Boolean.false probably just returns false. But we need bread, so we need this to be true. we really need bread. And so these are two different ways you can do it. And because Boolean is an object, we have properties, which is why we can do the dot true. And notice it's in green because it's a property. Woohoo! Things are coming together. Okay, continue coding. Shopping, list, dot, put, Oreos. We need a lot of stuff, guys. Boolean, dot true. This is a true thing that we need. We need Oreos. But what do we not need? Shopping, list, dot, put. I really don't like eggs, so we don't need eggs. And then comma, Boolean, dot, false. We do not need eggs. Falso. Then we'll add one more thing, hit enter, and we'll write shopping list dot put, and we don't need sugar, so we'll say sugar, false, because we can just do the primitive value, and then hit enter. Save it up, and why would we want to store it like this? Well, let's say there are certain things, I always get at the store. I always forget these things. Well, ham, bread, Oreos, eggs, and sugar, that's just my list. I take it with me to the store and I just want to know, okay, these are the things I usually get. What do I actually need? That's what this dictionary is right here. Very awesome. And so we will only print out a couple of these values because you know how to do this. And so we will do retrieve items. And we'll just grab two of these, one true, one false. So we'll say shopping list dot get. Object here will be ham, because ham's true, Then we'll do shopping list dot get, and then we'll say sugar. And then we'll do semicolon, we'll press play. Nothing will happen because we haven't printed it out. Ha 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 ha. So funny, so funny. And then we do the system.out.println here. Getting it all ready to go for our console. We'll do play. And we have true, which matches up with that, and then false, which matches up with our sugar. Now let's change sugar to Oreos. And then we have true, true. Again, this evaluates to true. Again, you can do the same methods as we did up here with the key set and the values. I'm not going to do that. You already know how it works. Now, what if I want to see these lovely keys next to their values? Well, we can do a little comment here, and we will say key value pairs prints out. Here we're typing system.out.println. Again, if you want it in the console, that's what you got to do. So you'll do shopping list. This is the thing we're going to print out. Dot. We have a toString method. That'll print out our key value pairs. And then let's say, I go to the store. I lose my list. I'm losing my list. And so we want to clear our dictionary. We want to clear our dictionary here. And so we are going to do shopping list dot clear. It's the first one right there. You save. Then we can copy this out again and see, okay, what happens once I clear my dictionary. We'll play it out. So we had ham equals true, Oreos equals false, egg equals false, sugar equals false, bread equals true. They're not in the same order I put them in. Again, doesn't guarantee order. And once I cleared it, nothing is in this. And so what does it actually mean to clear it? Did I just remove everything from my dictionary? Well, no. I set the pointer for my shopping list from this dictionary that I put stuff in to an empty dictionary. We can also check if dictionaries are empty by doing a system.out.println shopping list.isEmpty, and this will tell you, are there things in the dictionary, are they empty? And so we will copy this and we'll put it up here too, and we'll do a little comment, is empty, and then another comment down here, is empty. Save, play it out. False because there were things in it, true because there's nothing in it. Perfect, it all works. Now what if I want to remove something from my dictionary? Well, we are going to just say this whole clear stuff, we're going to do it later, and we're going to mess with our dictionary a little bit. And we are going to say shopping list dot remove. There it is. You can put the object key in the object value, or you could just know the key. Perfect. So we want to remove eggs. We hate it so much, we know we will never need it ever again. Eggs. And we need to make sure this whole string is exactly like eggs here. If I do eggs with the lowercase e, it's not going to find it and nothing's going to happen. And so we remove our eggs. We'll print out our little key value pair thing here after that, and we'll play. And here our eggs are gone. No longer there, they are removed. But let's say I found out I already have bread. I want to change this Boolean value true to false, but later on. I don't want to have to hard code it here. Well, first we'll add a comment here saying remove things. And then we'll add another comment that says replace values for a certain key, and we'll say shopping list dot replace. Oh, there we go. And so we got to put a key in there. So our key right now is bread. And we can replace it with true and it'll stay true, but we want to replace it with false. Because we have bread, we don't need it. True means we need the bread, false means we do not need the bread. We do not need the bread, so we are going to save that up. And here we go. Here we had our eggs, no longer there. Here we had our bread equals true. Here we do not need our bread. Bread equals false. Awesome, we did it. We created a shopping list and a translator. If we scroll back up here, we put things inside of our dictionary. Our maps are things that have keys that we give them, and then they give us values back. We retrieved things from them, not only put things, but we got our stuff back. We printed out all of our keys, all of our values. We printed out the size of our dictionary, how many things are in our dictionary total. We scroll down more and we see that we have the shopping list here that we made. We put things in our shopping list, ham, bread, and we learned that you don't have to have just strings inside of your maps or dictionaries. You can have strings, you can have booleans, you can have ints, you can have lots of things. You just have to have things that are referenced. And so you have to create an object for your int, or you have to create an object for something before it can be put inside of your dictionary. Then we retrieved items from our dictionary. We printed out the key value pairs with the toString method. We saw, okay, is our dictionary empty? How do we check that? We learned that too. We learned how to remove things, how to replace things in our dictionary. We learned how to clear our dictionary and then to see, oh, it's empty, it's true, woohoo. We cleared our dictionary. And mainly we learned that we have this dictionary object. It has key value pairs. When I put things in, say I put it in first, that does not mean it's going to be first in the dictionary if I list it all out. You can put as many things as you want into these dictionaries. You are not limited like an array, but you don't get guaranteed ordering like you do in an array. So that's it. I hope you had lots of fun coding, lots of fun messing around. Our challenge down here has lots to do with dictionaries, stuff like that, maps. Have fun, explore these methods. You know, you do you, Code Monkey. You just do it and you'll be great. I hope you're learning lots of things with this, and I hope to see you tomorrow.